lost 9 starters on the defensive side of the ball. It's a short snap, bobbled, deep pass, right-hand side, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Sheffield don't appear to be making any changes. It'd be a shame for Sheffield to march the way they have done down the field and then stall in this bottom third of the field. Just like to apologise. Apparently there was no audio at the start of this stream, but we are here. We are making some noise for you guys. It's a great 4th down stand by UCLan. What a shame for Sheffield to be able to march the ball the way they were doing on that drive, to come up short within 30 yards of the end zone. Right, UConn's first opportunity to show what they can do on the offensive side of the ball. Their starting quarterback unavailable today. QB today is number 82, Jack Stodel, who is an ex-GB youth running back and kicker. Seems to be making some changes at the line. There's a very short pass, nearly intercepted by number 56 of the Sheffield Sabers. It's Alex Garcia on the pass defense. Second down and 10, UConn. For all of you on the live stream, you'll have missed when I stated that there's no BAFRA officials available for this game, so it's being refereed by coaching staff from both the Sheffield Sabers and the UConn Rams, and some volunteers from around the British American Football League. After a gain of about 2 yards, we're looking at 3rd and 8 for UConn. Doesn't seem to be any urgency here to get the snap off. QB keeper to the right-hand side. Tackled out of bounds. Appears to be shy of the first down. It's fourth down. Fourth down, UConn. I believe Jack Stoddle will also be taking the snaps at punter today. I'm sure he'll hope to try and pin Sheffield deep in their own half. It's a very unfortunate snap handling. There's a flag on the play. We'll wait and see what that's for. So we've got personal foul, late hit, unnecessary roughness on Sheffield. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. I'm sure it'll be enforced from the spot where the ball was recovered. That's confirmed. So first down Sheffield. They will be loving this field position here. And Sheffield coming out in that spread offense again. See if UConn have learnt from their previous drives. And that's a great tackle by number 13, Michael Tomlin. QB keeper again to the right-hand side for a very, very minimal gain. Brings up third down at about 12, 13 yards needed for the first down here. Some of the UConn players are looking tired already. It's a deep shot. That's incomplete pass. That'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down, trying to draw the team offside. Play's blown dead. Let's see what the referees call here. Just a bit of discussion to see who's jumped first here, I believe. We've got offside on the defense. I'm sure that'll be neutral zone infraction. 5-yard penalty. Sheffield appear to be making some changes. I'm thinking after their last failed 4th down attempt if they'll be attempting a field goal here. Appears to be number 11 lining up to kick here. That's Mark Price of the Sheffield Sabers. The kick is no good. So UConn's offense are coming on the field to take over the spot of the ball. 1st down, UConn. We've got a run-off tackle shut down immediately by the Sheffield defense. Sheffield and UConn have a long-standing rivalry. Goes back many, many seasons. Once again, that offensive line is getting absolutely no blocking done for the running backs of UConn, allowing penetration easily. It can't be easy to block somebody the size of number 73 on Sheffield's defensive line. And on 3rd down, UCLan Rams drop back to pass. And it's long, wide, and not at all handsome. That brings up 4th down. See if the UConn Rams can at least get this ball to the punter properly this time and not allow the Sabres such a short field. UConn managed to get the punt off. Seems to be short. And it's downed around the 30-yard line. Once again, Sheffield having the fortunate time of field position here. Let's see if they can take advantage of this time. Mark Price again in the shotgun. UConn playing with their 2 middle linebackers up in the A-gaps here. Must be expecting that run. And that seems to be a fumble recovered by UConn. Doesn't appear to be any laundry yet Oh. On our near side sideline, there is a flag. One would have to assume that this is going to be offside on UCLan. The penetration was incredibly smooth and quick there. Just on screen now, you can see the Anderson Daniels from the Synergy Wrestling team, one of the officials for today, one of our side judges. And that QB keeper again to the left-hand side. More missed tackles from UCLan. This is something that we've seen all season from UCLan. Just struggling. They're getting players and bodies to the ball, but just struggling to finish the tackles. It seems to be an injured player down for UCLan, number 13, Michael Tomlin. Medical staff out there. We hope that he can manage to get himself up and off under his own weight. There's penalties for both sides. Offsetting penalties, both sides. So if we look back at UConn's start to the season, it's not been the start they've hoped for, really. They are 0-3 coming into this game, losing 32-8 against Sheffield Hallam, 34-0 to Leeds Griffins, and 40-12 against Sheffield Hallam again. They do have one more fixture at home next week before the winter break for the university season. And their next home game next week is against LJMU Fury. Number 13, Michael Tomlin, was able to get off to the sideline. Hopefully he won't be out too long. Sheffield are coming out trips to the right-hand side. It's a pass. To be an attempted screen pass there, but QB was under too much pressure to be able to get that ball off and into the hands of his running back. And we've got an inside run, which is then bounced to the outside. Tackle made again by Andy Townsend, showing why he is the leader in the middle of that defense. Yeah, quite a clear false start there by the Sheffield offensive line, left-hand side, jumping very early. So it's a 5-yard penalty, brings it to third and about 15 yards. UConn drop back, expecting the pass here. Got that deep pass to the right-hand side again, which is nearly intercepted. That incompletion brings up 4th down. Sheffield at 4th and 15 from their own, from the UConn 36, are attempting to go for it. And that seemed number 11, Slippery, but that's a sack by Andy Townsend, bringing the ball to the 44-yard line where UConn's offense will take over. So UConn take over at the 45-yard line. See if they can have any more success than they have had on their previous drives. UConn not having a first down yet, but still in the first quarter. UConn coming out, two backs in the backfield, and that's a very high snap, and just dived on by one of the running backs in the backfield. Smart football play, just cover that ball up. Appears to be about a loss of 14 yards, so 2nd and 24 yards. As a QB keeper, he's just getting no protection to that side. Seems to be no urgency between the teams today. UConn with the 2 backs again. Let's see if they can get this snap properly again. And that's a high snap again. Ball given to the running back, who manages to make something out of it a little bit, but then gets stuffed for about a 1-yard gain. And that brings up 4th and extremely long. Unfortunately for UConn, I believe they've lost more yards than they've gained so far in today's game. And that's another short punt, not even making it across midfield. UConn are doing themselves no favours there, giving extremely good field position again to Sheffield. Let's see if they can make something of this field position now. It's another good run by number 11, Mark Price of the Sheffield Sabers. UConn need to combat this running attack from the quarterback position and finish their tackles. Second and short here. QB keeper again. And once again, slipping tackles. I'm sure this is something that head coach Chris Bradley of the UCLan Rams will need to talk about at halftime. It's something that they cannot afford to keep letting happen. A timeout called by Sheffield. And there's a 30-second timeout. Just heard from the referees, there's 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Once again, thanks everyone for joining into the live stream today, brought to you by Capture Sports. Head to capturesports.com to find all of our future live events. Plays whistle dead. Let's see what the officials call here. This appears to be against Sheffield. Although ball appears to be staying in the same position. I'm not sure what has been called there. 1st and 10, no loss of down. That's that QB keeper up the middle this time. At number 11, once again, just stepping by would-be tacklers. You can hear shouts from the sideline from UConn of take his legs. Obviously, this lack of finishing tackles is frustrating not only for the players on the field, but for those watching from the sideline also. So that's the end of the quarter. Scoreless going into the start of the second quarter. Sheffield will take over with a 2nd and 4 to go. We appreciate you all joining us live for this. So as the chains get set for the start of the second quarter, I'm sure Sheffield will be looking to try and capitalise on this field position again. Sheffield coming out, first play of the second quarter, trips to the right-hand side. Drops back to pass. It looks like he's trying to attempt that screen pass again, but once again, just not able to get the ball to the running back. Once again, number 11 running to that outside, and just UConn having no contain for that run. Offensive line for Sheffield are just swallowing everybody up inside, not allowing anybody to flow over to that outside run. Another run up the middle where UConn are struggling to make tackles again. Gain of 5-6 yards there. QB keeper again on second down. Once again, nobody making any tackles, and a fumble last minute, but recovered by number 11. Very, very lucky to recover his own fumble out there in no man's land, surrounded only by UConn players, but the ball ends up in his own arms. Got first and goal for Sheffield. Let's see what their goal line game is like today. So on first and goal, QB keeper left-hand side, same thing we've seen all day. Doesn't manage to get in. It's a good tackle from UConn. Tackled around the 2-yard line. And that will bring up second and goal. So on second and goal, same formation for the Sabers. And another QB keeper up the middle. He's managed to be stopped by UConn just short. Number 56 thinking he earned himself a touchdown there. Third down and goal. Ball at the half-yard line. Are Sheffield going to be able to squeeze this through the UConn defense? Timeout called by Sheffield. And coming back from the timeout, still at third and goal, ball in the half-yard line. Sheffield looking to open the scoring early on in the second quarter. And that QB keeper up the middle. And that's a touchdown, Sheffield. Touchdown, Sheffield Sabers. And the QB keeper by number 11, Mark Price.
Come on, big man, get me that ball back. Yeah? Yeah. Just take it from me.
And the kick is no good, no good. So partway through the second quarter, the score is Sheffield Sabers 6, UCLan Rams nothing. UConn will be hoping for a successful kick return here after starting all of their possessions in their own half.
Get ready.
Sheffield lining up to kick the ball deep to UConn, who have two deep returners ready to receive the ball. That's a decent kick. Well taken by UConn, who's tackled around the 28-yard line. First and 10, UConn.
One yellow.
I'm sure Chris Bradley will have had a talk with his offense about not allowing that penetration again from Sheffield. Andy Townsend, middle linebacker in it. H-back for UConn. That's a pass just off the mark again from Jack Stodel, being asked to fill in the shoes of UConn's starting quarterback today. Not an easy role to fill. Got second and 10. Linebackers creeping for Sheffield. Run up the middle. Once again, UConn's offensive line showing they cannot contain this. Drops back to pass for UConn. Under immediate pressure again, just launches the ball. And that's incomplete. That brings up fourth down. UConn have been unable to move the ball through the air, on the ground. They've struggled with their punts. Let's see if they can turn things around here and pin Sheffield. Oh, pressure again from Sheffield. Manages to get the kick away. Gathered by number 11. Tackle made just shy of the 50-yard line. Ball will be placed at around the 49-yard line for Sheffield to take over. And Sheffield come out, same play, same result. Number 11 running forward. He was called down before the ball came out. Appeared to be the correct call there from our makeshift officials for today. Second down and about 4 yards to go. Appears to be a flag on the play, and we'll check in what that's for. Hard call to make that. They've called a horse collar tackle, which in officiating terms means the player went down the back of the shoulder pads of a player to bring him to the ground. It appeared that he had hold of the jersey, but it's a tough call to see that. And obviously with the lack of BAFRA officials, we will allow for some mistakes to be made today from the officiating crew.
For a horse collar tackle, you have to put your hands into the shoulder pads and drag them down, and he only had hold of the back of his jersey, which is absolutely fine. But that's what happens if you don't have real officials. Things get missed.
So after the penalty of 15 yards, I'll bring up another first down for Sheffield. Bit of confusion on the sideline there for the chains. And it is first down and 10, Sheffield Sabers. Bringing the player in motion. And that QB keeper again to the right-hand side. Same result, yards after yards after yards. More missed tackles for UConn. Alex Garcia being brought down out of bounds. UConn just unable to combat that again. More and more missed tackles. Apologies, I called number 11 Alex Garcia, but that's Mark Price, number 11. Okay, second down and about 4 to go for Sheffield. Motion again And the same play again. Number 11, once again, just grinding out yards for his team. UConn are just refusing to adjust to this running game from number 11. It appears to be that they see that he's just running the ball either off tackle or up the middle, and they're just making no adjustments for the fact that he is a running threat in this game. Running back keeper. And UConn managed to make a tackle for a loss there. That brings up second down and about 14 to go. QB drops the pass, and that's a completion to number 14, Ethan Pegg, for a gain of about 4 yards. That brings up third down and a long 11. Another keeper by number 11, Mark Price, and he is in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Sheffield. It does appear to be a penalty, a chop block penalty against Sheffield. That will negate the touchdown. So that will negate the 6 points off the board there for Sheffield. And after a long penalty, we'll bring up a long third down. Third and nearly a mile here for Sheffield. Number 11 drops back to pass. Andy Townsend in his face immediately. And that is a completed pass. A completed pass on third down to number 87. Dominic Meeks on the reception. So that brings up fourth down and about 4 yards after the long gain on third after the penalty that negated the touchdown. That motion again. Number 11, right-hand side. Will he get the same result? Touchdown, Sheffield. And it appears Sheffield are going for 2 on this play. To try and make up for their missed extra point attempt on the last score. It's a run by number 33, stuffed in the backfield by UConn. It does appear to be a penalty flag on the field. We'll check in with our officials and see what that's for. The legal motion on the against Sheffield with that penalty has been declined by UConn. The score is UConn Rams 0, Sheffield Sabers 12.
Guys, take a step back. Guys, take a step back.
Once again, UConn too deep to receive.
Let's go! Big hit, baby!
And that's a good kick by Sheffield. Not fielded by UConn. Oh, taken at the 1 yard line. He's got some work to do here. Tackled within his own 10. That's first down UConn.
That defense looks scary today! Let's go!
So UConn's offense can't afford to give up any kind of lost yardage here, really. They are in safety danger territory here. I'm sure they'll be wanting to try and eat into this deficit before halftime looms. UConn's offense ready to take over.
My nose is stuck, but I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it.
And that's a run stuffed in the backfield down at about the 5, maybe 4 yard line. 6. Ball's been placed at the 6 yard line. UConn cannot afford any more of those.
Let's go, boys!
Oh, and a high snap. It's not what you need in those situations. Thrown, but... And it's a completion. It's a completion for UConn. It's a first down, I believe. You make your own luck in this game, folks. You make your own luck in this game. It's another pass deep for UConn. falls incomplete and will bring up 2nd down and 10.
When the TV's the TV's. 13 yellow. Square. 13 yellow.
That run, once again, stopped just behind the line of scrimmage. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
2 yellow. Square. 8, 2 yellow. Boys, if you're hungry, go eat. All right.
That's another high pass from Jack Stodel. Just not looking comfortable today in that quarterback position. Brings up 4th down. It appears the punt team entering the field for UConn. Appears to be a timeout on the field. Not sure who's taking the timeout just yet. See if we can get a signal. Two minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the half. And the punt is better than we've seen so far today. And it travels down to about the 30-yard line.
That's why I was saying fake.
Sheffield's offense will want to try and score another before the half and increase their lead. Current score is UConn Rams 0, Sheffield Sabers 12. Number 77 checking into the game for UCLan. That's Max Lorenz, offensive lineman. QB keeper right hand side, number 11, once again slipping away from would-be UCLan tacklers. Same script, same result. And that's a 1st down for Sheffield. Sheffield back to pass. That's an incomplete pass across the middle. So on 2nd and 10, see if Sheffield can move this ball again. Got that man in motion. And we've got the QB taking off once again. Oh, and tries to hurdle the player. There's a fumble on the field. But he's whistled down. And number 11 is currently staying on the deck. He appears to be injured on the play. Number 11 seems to be taking himself off under his own body weight here. Can't have been anything serious. He will have to take a play unless Sheffield wants to take a timeout here. And that is the 2-minute warning for half time. So on 3rd and 10, Sheffield are coming back out after losing number 11 to injury for this play. Let's see if they can get the same kind of results they've been having with their replacement quarterback, who I believe is number 5, Oliver Martin. That's a run-off tackle, left-hand side. It's a good hit. Gain of about 5 yards. And it's 4th down and 5. And surely expect to see the Sheffield punt team here. Fourth down here. Sheffield looking to pin UConn. Appeared to be some early movement there on the Sheffield offensive line. Let's just check in with the officials and see what's getting called here. Yep, so we've got false start on Sheffield. That'll be a 5-yard penalty, and we will re-attempt the kick. Don't forget to check out capturesports.com for all upcoming live events that will be streamed here on the YouTube channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel to be notified for any future events. That seems a short punt again for Sheffield, fielded by UConn, but not much room. Oh, but some escapability shown there by number 4, Kyle Westwell, who has trucked a man and is continuing to show absolute determination to help get his team into scoring position just before the half. There is some flags on the play. We'll have to see what they're going to be called. But just before half time, that could be the spark that this team needed. It's good to see some smiles on the face. Appears to be some kind of clipping penalty here. Apologies, a block in the back. So that'll take 10 yards from the spot of that foul and negate a big chunk of the end of that run. So the ball is at the UConn 47-yard line. And they will have 53 yards they need to try and punch this ball into the end zone and take a little small chunk out of that lead of Sheffield's. High snap, number 82, back to pass, under pressure straight away again, having to run, throws the ball, but it is incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for UConn. That's another incomplete pass there for UConn. I'll bring up 3rd down and 10. So on 3rd down, can UConn get enough yards to... Oh, pressure again, straight away. Number 82 is taking off, though, and he's got the 1st down. After a gain of about 17 yards. There is an injured player, an injured UConn Ram down on the field. I can't see the number at the moment to tell you who that player is. But he's face down at the moment. The UConn player is still down. He has managed to go onto his back here. He appears to be looking at his right arm. Coaching staff and officials around him at the moment. He's managing to sit up here, still immobilising that right arm. Let's be careful in conditions like this. Extremely cold weather today here in Preston. UConn's injured player is up on his feet now. and getting a hand off the field from coaching staff and medical staff. Still got a game to try and get to halftime here. Can't be long left on the clock now. And let's see if Jack Stodel can lead UConn to some points here. Once again, pressure in the face of Jack Stodel, who just launches the ball forward in an attempt to not be sacked. And that is an incomplete pass. Looked more like a line-out throw in rugby than an American football pass. But needs must. Another high snap there. Jack Stodel launching it deep right-hand side of the field. Wide receiver turned DB there, having to make a play on the opposite side. Having to knock the ball out of the hands of the Sheffield defensive back. However, there was a penalty on the play of holding against the UConn Rams. So that'll take them back 10 yards and replay second down, 2nd and 20. Stodel takes the snap, launches deep left-hand side. 2 UConn players in the area, but neither of them can make a play on the ball there. Got 3 seconds left to play in the half. Don't forget, at half-time, we'll be taking a break here from the commentary. And make sure to join us for the second half of this game, where the current score is Sheffield Sabers 12, UConn Rams 0. Jack Stodel back to pass on this final play of the half. Deep right-hand side, but just overthrows his receiver. And that should be half-time. Don't forget to join us back here, Capture Sports live stream of the UConn Rams versus Sheffield Sabers, where the Sabers are currently leading 12-0.
Oh no, I need to stand up. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my fucking legs. Take a fucking year DP on my rock. Fucking stop jogging! Oh my god, man. Oh my.
Thank you, boys. Anyway, it was fucking free. Oh, you switch off your camera? You switch off your camera?
Yeah.
I just press stop recording. So
Good.
yeah.
Really good. Yeah, mate, it's the fucking sun's and yours is like it's alright. I mean, it's fine. It's just when like when the sun's right. Yeah.
What's the stream saying?
Yeah, fine. I'll just send them off each other, saying fucking bullshit.
What? The worst part.
Just people on comments.
Can you show me on there?
Yeah.
The worst part is when the sun was
Oh yeah.
People slagging off.
Well, they don't shit like that.
I'm not saying that. Onesie shit.
Just saying that all shit.
Yeah. Is that the Sabers? See this guy here who just comes at the bottom. That's the quarterback for the Rams, but it's on holiday in America. And obviously because they're slagging the Rams off. He's going sick as well. Oh, mate, he's fucking
Oh my god, that is a lot.
not helping much.
I'm trying to roll.
Jeez, I see that.
Wash it.
What?
That's
Those boys, take your legs away, get your hands on them and step over the top of it, yeah? And push them into the ground.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of this UCLan Rams versus Sheffield Sabers, where the Sabers have a lead of 12-0. UCLan will be receiving the ball to start the second half. Ball has been whistled in as Sheffield come to kick the ball to start the second half. Oh, and a flag straight away. Ball taken by UCLan. Tackle made. Let's check in with this flag. It appeared to be offside Sheffield. Yeah, as we thought, offside on Sheffield. Penalty's been declined by UCLan, and they will take over to start this second half. So the first play of the second half for UCLan is a pass just off the mark again. Incomplete pass there from Jack Stodel to number 7, Samuel Howell. Bring up second down and 10. Once again, thanks to all those joining us on the live stream, from everyone here at Capture Sports. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for all future events. That's a run up the middle, stuffed by Sheffield with no gain. Third and 11 for UCLan. Pass deep right hand side, but overthrown again. Brings up fourth down, and I would assume UConn will be looking to punt the ball here. We've had news from UConn sideline that middle linebacker Andy Townsend is out with a head injury. Once again, pressure by Sheffield. So number 82 takes off, and he gets the first down for UConn. He's making a great gain here. Takes the ball deep into Sheffield territory. And that's going to be first down, UConn Rams. So UConn's offense will get another opportunity here at the start of the second half after failing to move the ball at all on their first drive. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. UConn appear to have changed into a pistol formation. Run off tackle, right-hand side, keeping that ball moving, and finally brought down after a gain of about 8 yards. Bring up 2nd down. Pass over the top, incomplete. Intended receiver number 19, Jared Roscoe. It's 3rd down and about 2 or 3 yards to go. Two-back set now for UConn. Sheffield creeping some pressure there. Just good heart and determination there by the running back, but Sheffield able to bring him down. And they'll bring up 4th down. See if UConn can convert on this 4th down. Number 82, Jack Stodel, keeping the ball on a keeper to the left-hand side. And he's in the end zone for a touchdown. That's a touchdown, UConn. Injured player on the field for UConn is number 57, Colin Clark. Came into today with a minor knee injury. Let's hope he hasn't exacerbated that injury today. It's Colin Clark making his way off the field now. Let's see what UConn decide to do here, whether they attempt the extra point or go for 2. And that's a fumble on the extra point attempt, and it's run out of bounds by number 82, Jack Stodel. So UConn will now kick the ball to Sheffield and allow Sheffield their first possession of the second half. And UConn kick the ball, not exactly deep, but it is taken by Sheffield's returner, looking for some space up the middle, and tackled around the 35-yard line. Number 82 on the return there is Hakeem Davis. Seems to have ended up injured on the play. Be interesting to see if UConn have found any adjustments here for the running attack of the Sheffield Sabers. See what adjustments they've made. It appears that Sheffield's quarterback number 11, after his injury in the first half, is not going to be returning for this second half. Let's see if UConn's defense can stop this new quarterback. QB keeper right Only a short gain there on the run by number 15, Barnabas Thorpe. It's a strong, strong quarterback name, Barnabas Thorpe. So on second down, 2nd and 9, after a gain of 1 on the QB keeper. QB keeper again, left-hand side, is dragged down in the backfield for a massive loss. It appears these half-time adjustments from UConn have worked impeccably on both sides of the ball. Tackle there by number 69 for UConn. Another QB keeper up the middle is stopped again by UConn's defense. And we'll bring up 4th down for Sheffield. And Barnabas taking his time to get up there, but is up on his feet now. Punt was nearly blocked there by UConn. And there does appear to be a flag in the backfield around the area where you would expect to see a flag for roughing the kicker. Let's see what the officials have seen here. The flag has been picked up and waved off. I believe there was some contact with the kicker, but after the ball was touched by a UConn player attempting to block the kick. Or in the motion of blocking the kick, has collided with the punter. So UConn's offense will take over here at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking to tie up the game now with the 6 points from a touchdown. That's a deep pass, right hand middle of the field. Well, that's an incomplete pass. So on 2nd down, UConn take the snap, and it appears to be a keeper by number 82. No gain on the play. Bring up 3rd down. The flag on the play from what appears to be the pass interference on the offense. Well, that'll be penalty will be declined, and it will be 4th down, UCLan. So on 4th down, sure we'll be expecting a punt here from UConn. And UConn again unable to get the 1st down. So 1st and 10 Sheffield. And the play's whistled dead after a man sprinting off. A timeout called by Sheffield. So following the timeout, it'll be 1st and 10 Sheffield. Just inside the UConn Rams territory. And it is a run which is shut down by number 69 of the UConn Rams defense, who appears to be filling the big shoes left by the injury to Andy Townsend. Another run, QB keeper up the middle. Tackle made by UConn. So after that short gain, it'll bring up 3rd down for the Sheffield Sabers, whose offense seems to have slowed down considerably after the loss of Mark Price at quarterback. Player in motion. And a run up the middle by the quarterback. Once again stopped And we'll bring up 4th down after a gain of about 2 yards. Sheffield managed to get the kick away here, which is left by the UConn returner and into the end zone for a touchback. UConn will start with the ball, 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. So let's see what UConn's offense can bring here. It's an attempted run up the middle, broken to the outside with a bit of space, bit of room. 1st down yardage there, gain of about 15 yards. So after that big gain on 1st down, brings up another 1st and 10 here for UConn. Oh, good broken tackle there. Decides to cut it back up towards the middle. Swiftly brought down by Sheffield after that cut up towards the middle. Seemed to have a bit more space to the outside. Not sure whether he just didn't see his blocker or didn't trust him. And after the play, an unnecessary roughness on 52 of UConn. That's Connor Mason with the unnecessary penalty, taking UConn back 15 yards. Not at all what they would have wanted with 3rd down looming. Ready to back to pass, deep left-hand side. And it's intercepted. Intercepted by Sheffield Sabers. Number 12 of the Sheffield Sabers is Tom Levat with the interception. So Sheffield's offense will get the ball at their own 37-yard line. Oh, Sheffield's offense appeared to draw somebody offside there. I don't see any flags on the play there. Oh, yes, offside defense. It'll be a 5-yard penalty and bring up 1st and 5. And a run right-hand side, tackle made. In the backfield there. So that'll take Sheffield to 2nd and 10. Oh, bit of a jailbreak screen there. Some space in the middle from number 4. And a fumble. Fumble on the play. Recovered by one of the offensive linemen there of Sheffield Sabers. Fumble recovered by number 71, Matt Graham. Appears to be another injury on the field there for UCLan. With such small numbers in their squad, they really cannot afford for many injuries. Number 19 of UConn appearing to be in some pain there, Jared Roscoe. So after the big gain there, see if Sheffield can move the ball. And a fumbled snap. And tackle made in the backfield there by UConn. Run to the left-hand side. Absolutely stuffed there by number 62 of the UConn Rams defense. So that will bring up 3rd and a long, long way for Sheffield's offense. And a pass, bit of a bubble screen there, but off the target from Barnabas there. Will bring up 4th down and about 25 yards. And another injured Rams player there. That injured UConn Ram making his way off the field now on this 4th and long attempt for Sheffield. So Sheffield lined up in a punt formation here. UConn attempting a bit of trickery there, picking up a ball surrounded by Sheffield players. Not quite sure what he was hoping to achieve. Doesn't appear to have achieved much. And that appears to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So going into the final quarter of football here in Preston with the score of UCLan Rams 6, Sheffield Sabers 12. UConn's offense taking over at the 31-yard line. UConn's offense just attempted to get out of there and manages to get a completion there. And that should bring up 2nd down. So on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. UConn are looking to extend this drive. Play action pass over the middle is complete. Number 19. And he's called down where his knee has hit the ground. And then has thrown the ball in the air. And there does appear to be an injured player for the Sheffield Sabers. But he's able to get up under his own accord. So 1st and 10, UConn ball inside Sheffield Sabers territory, looking to tie up this game. Number 82 drops pass, another completion. Seems to be looking more and more comfortable with passing the ball now as this game has developed. Appears the physio working on another injured player here. Been the game for it today. UConn are really, really suffering with their injuries today. And after the injured player has made his way off the field, we're looking at a 2nd down for UConn. And a run up the middle, but pressure immediately in his face, giving Kyle Westwell absolutely nowhere to run with the ball. So 3rd and 9. UConn need to keep this drive alive here in the 4th quarter, down by 6. Short pass, well defended there by the Sheffield Sabers defensive back. So that brings up 4th down for the UConn Rams. UConn do appear to be going for it here. Late in the game, down by 6. You have to take some risks. High risk, high reward situation here for UConn. Number 82. Oh, pressure immediately in his face, but a completion. Completion across the middle. And number 19 is going to take it in for the score. That ties up the game. UCLan Rams 12. Sheffield Sabers 12. You can see the excitement on the faces of the depleted squad of UConn. So UConn going for 2 here. Number 82 rolling out of the pocket, but just can't make it. So that leaves the game tied at 12. Just a quick glimpse there of Anderson Daniels from the Synergy team wrestling this Sunday in Manchester. Synergy, who are currently undefeated in the LWF. UConn Rams kicking deep to Sheffield, hoping that they won't be getting much field position. Oh, but a few missed tackles again from UConn allows them to get up towards midfield there. That's decent starting position there for Sheffield, who will be hoping to capitalise on that and take a winning score here. We do have another injured Rams player down. These guys are just gritting their teeth and playing through the pain with their ever-depleting squad. Sheffield back to pass here. And an incomplete pass just out of the hands of number 87, Dominic Meeks. Sheffield again attempting a pass play here. QB scrambling. Man chasing him down from behind here. And an incomplete pass. Excellent pressure there from the UConn defense. Able to hurry that pass and force the incompletion to bring up third down. Sheffield coming out trips to the right-hand side. Dropping back to pass again in the face of the UConn defense. Brings up fourth down for Sheffield. So after a short delay in a conversation between the referees, so there's an unsportsmanlike conduct against Sheffield for a late hit. So that will take them back 15 yards before this punt, which will help UConn massively in their field position battle here to try and have a winning score just before the end of the game. And that is taken by number 4 for the UConn Rams, who is then tackled around the 42-43 yard line. Sheffield adapting that well-known technique of pointing to convince the referees that it's their ball. Oh, UConn have also joined in. And it's a first down, Sheffield. That pointing has worked for them. So ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by Sheffield. Giving Sheffield's offense another chance to try and take a late lead in the game here. So Sheffield take over the 40-yard line of UConn. Pressure, good pressure here from the UConn defense. ruling on the field is that the player was down. I think that's a tough call there. It appears that the ball was out before he hit the floor. That's a tough call for the officials to make. So it's second and a long way. And then it appears to have been Sheffield who were trying to draw the UConn defensive line offside, but in turn have then jumped themselves. And then Sheffield are taking a timeout to try and compose themselves here. Sheffield attempting some hurry up here with a run up the middle from the quarterback on third down, but he is brought down well short. Appears to be some shouting and hollering going on the sideline. I believe Sheffield are wanting a penalty. I'm not quite sure what they want one for, but anything to help the cause, I imagine. And that brings up a fourth down and about 30. So on this fourth down punt, Sheffield will be doing all they can to make sure that Lancashire don't have a short field to play with here, and that is a decent punt. But an unfortunate bounce really gives the UCLan Rams the ball around the 32, 33 yard line. 34 yard line is where the ball has been placed. 73 making his way onto the field there. I think he needs to invest in a belt. So UCLan's offense late in the fourth quarter, can they do enough to get themselves into scoring position here? And that's a pass it into the dirt there. Incomplete will bring up second down. So on second down, UConn Rams take the snap, play action, QB running outside, dumps it off to number 7, who catches it. And that's Samuel Howell on the reception there at the 39-yard line. That leaves approximately 5 yards to go for a first down on third. So on third down, go pitch right, a play we haven't seen today, but there is nowhere for him to go, and he is stuffed. Oh, but a late flag does come in. Let's see what this penalty is. 2 fouls. Offensive block in the back and defensive face mask. So those penalties will offset and they will replay the down. And 82 back deep to pass. Incomplete. Looking for number 19. That's never good when a player goes down grasping that knee like he was there. So on that fake there, UConn get the first down and give themselves a bit more of an opportunity there to take the lead in the late stages of this game. Another injured player on the field. This time a Sheffield Saber down on the floor. So UConn's offense back on the field now after the short break for the injury. 1st and 10 with the ball on the 47-yard line. On such a cold day, it's no surprise we've seen so many injuries today. Toss play again, reversed field. And he's still driving those legs. Great determination there. That brings 2nd down after a gain of about 9 yards. Gooby keeper there appearing to pick up enough yardage for the first. Keeping this drive alive for UConn Rams, hoping to get their first win of the season. There's a short completion there. Gain of 3 or 4. So on 2nd and 6. UConn Rams hand the ball off, scoot up the middle, met by a wall of Sabers. Brings up third down and about 2 yards to go. QB keeper left-hand side, managing to break a tackle. He's got some room, bit of a slip and a fall, but that is enough for another UCLan Rams first down. That's much better for the Sheffield defense there. Great penetration through the line of scrimmage. Able to make a tackle for a big loss of about 9 yards. Right to about to pass. Complete pass. Brings up third down. And about 10. Got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Can UConn finish off this drive with a score? Number 30 on the outside, breaks a tackle, breaks another, and takes it to about 2 yards away from the first down. And that is the 2-minute warning. So there's just 2 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. We've just been corrected. Apparently, at this snap, there will be 30 seconds remaining on the game. So 4th down, a yard to go, 30 seconds remaining in the game. Number 82 takes off. Oh, and there's a hold. There is a hold. They do have the yardage for the 1st down, but there is a hold. So from 4th and 1 to 4th and 11, UConn Rams doing themselves no favours in the dying embers of this game. So on 4th and 11, number 82 drops back to pass, throws it across the middle. It's complete. It is complete. And he extends for the touchdown. UConn Rams have scored in the final seconds of the game to take the lead, 18-12. There cannot be much time left on this clock here for the Sheffield Sabers, who will get one, maybe two opportunities after the kickoff. But as things stand, UConn will move to 1-3 on the season with a nail-biting finish here at Sheffield. UConn going for 2 here. Seem to have crossed the line of scrimmage. We're just waiting for a signal. No, there is no signal. There is, however, a flag on the play. Penalty was against UConn, has been declined. So with the score of UConn Rams 18, Sheffield Sabers 12, and just seconds left on the clock, can Sheffield do anything with this kick return? So there's just 8 seconds remaining here in Preston for this game between the UConn Rams and the Sheffield Sabers, with the UConn Rams currently ahead 18-12. You'd have to think that Sheffield would need to do something spectacular on this return here. And there is a flag on the kickoff already. Sheffield have taken the ball. And they fumbled, but and it has been recovered by UConn. But there is a flag on the field. I believe this is going to be offside against UConn on the kickoff. So there will be a re-kick here and give Sheffield another opportunity. So after the penalty, UConn will be kicking off from the 30-yard line. And the kick is off. It is taken by Sheffield Sabers, who need to do something here. They've tried the lateral. The ball is on the ground, recovered by a member of the UConn Rams. Is that going to be the 8 seconds gone? Yep, that is the game. UConn Rams take the win, 18-12. Thank you once again for joining us here on Capture Sports for the game against UConn Rams versus the Sheffield Sabers, where the UConn Rams moved to 1-3 on the season.